Okay. Do 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 do. Yep. Okay, stream is working. Minimize that. Get the game started. Alrighty.
Danganronpa.
Continue. Pre-trial prep. Oh, man. Ugh. That nasty fucking ball of earwax just fall out of my ear. You're so much better out of my left ear now. Alrighty. Let's do a quick recap of what we know. Around 3 p.m., I was with Kazuichi, waiting for the other girls to show up so we could crash their beach party. As bad as that sounds. The music is so loud. System options. Pet. Pet's all good. Okay. Mahiro Koizumi. Yeah, I've got an idea. I know that Fuyuhiko, the Yakuza, he was the first one to beat the game, which is strange. And he went to confront Mahiro about what he learned from it. But I don't know who killed her. I think it might have been Akane. I don't know why, though. Unless Guy F wasn't actually a guy, and that was just to throw us off. Genuinely don't know. Inside the Chandelier Beach House, killing a blow. A single killing blow to the head with a blunt instrument. No conspicuous external injuries, no trace of foreign substances. Bloodstain on the floor had streaks leading to the roadside door, as if Mahiro had crawled toward it. That's not true. She was killed instantly, according to Mikan. And so she was propped up against the far door, round towards the road. The footprints were Hyoko's. So whoever killed Mahiro exited from the close door directly to the tunnel. And I think Hyoko was hiding somewhere. Propped Mahiro against the far door and then ran around the side. Because it's just one set of footprints leading out. Murder weapons used twice in your murder case was a metal bat too. Bunch of empty plastic balls inside the trash can at the beach house. They probably drank from the refrigerator. Mahiro were washing off in the shower despite the water not working. So they grabbed a bunch of like non-sugary drinks. So a bunch of bottles of water. Mask of an Animal Carrier, Sun Witch Esperito. I have no idea what this is. Unless it turns out the murderer was Sonya. This is gonna throw me. Or if it's like, oh, there is an actual serial killer on the island again. Which would also throw me. Yummy candy found in a close closet at the beach house. It's not from the kind that Hyoko eats, which is interesting. It's a yellow one. Beach house is a shower room. However, the shower is out of order and cannot be used. Iron barred window can be opened due to its high location. It can't be accessed unless you hitch a piggyback ride for someone. Broken fish tank. A Twilight Syndrome murder case. Tipped over the fish tank was found in the music room where the first body was discovered. Gravel and water were scattered everywhere. Fuck if I know how that's going to be relevant. Killer escape route. There's a broken window in the music room where the first victim's body was discovered. Normally you can't leave the music room without passing through the entrance hall. Slay. Swimsuit girl E. Nice swimsuit stolen by someone. Ending prize found in the hero's room consists of 4 envelopes containing 4 photographs. Also a letter that says, try playing it, gives instructions. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then. I think that was Fuyahiko who passed that around. Unless someone beat it first and then gave the file to him. But that seems a bit strange. Unless Fuyahiko's a girl. That would be a fucking twist. One of the ending prizes. Picture Mikan, Ibuki, and Hyoko at what appears to be an entrance hall. So girl A was, I think, Ibuki is girl C. Mahiru is girl D. Girl E ends up dying at the end of Twilight Murder Case. There's an unnamed girl who is related to Guy F, who was killed because she was tormenting girl D. I think that's how it plays out. I'm not 100%. One of the ending prizes, broken vase. Girl D showed girl E this photo. The vase was broken in the classroom next to the music room. Crime scene, killed in the music room. Yeah, this is very clearly a blonde. Looks kind of like Sonia, but she has... ending prize, crime scene photo of girl E after she was killed. So girl E took the photos from girl D, ripped them up, and then got cursed. This is what it looked like the first time around. It looked like just a horror game that made no sense. But she was clearly murdered by Guy F. Because she killed the unnamed girl who was Guy F's sister. Apparently a lot of these inside Hyoko's room. Each bag contains 4 flavors. Strong adequate for a bag of gummy bears. Should be at least 5 flavors. Letter on Mahiru. Letter found inside the pocket. Going to tell you in person that I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. What we discussed earlier, the time the kid would change of place and time. I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. If someone wants to interfere with our meeting, keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. Bad if they started to suspect us for no reason. Hyoko. So it's signed Hyoko. Don't know if it's actually from Hyoko though. First one to die was the Yakuza sister. He was gonna kill each girl involved. It makes sense just looking at that because it's Sonia Nevermind came from some kingdom or so she claims. I think that's probably a Celeste thing. She's 100% Japanese. But it definitely looks like one of the... It definitely could be Fuyahiko's sister, and that's what I'm going with. But... I don't know. It was real suspicious of Akane to just show up covered in blood in her bikini. Bleeding from the head. I don't... It could go either way for them. Don't know why Akane would kill her, though. Mahiro received a blow to the head from behind and died instantly. So, fuck it. I guess we'll find out. Proceed. Trial. All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then,
Lot of me just
let's
to be
first
swinging
discuss
there,
the
Rob.
motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
So I don't think Twilight, it really matters whether or not it's true. All that matters is that we think it's true. If it was from behind, then I don't think she fought back. Yeah. She either didn't fight back, or she didn't have the opportunity to fight back. Maybe she was protecting Hiyoko? Because I forget when Hiyoko ran away from the beach house. Whether it was before or after everyone started to arrive. So it's very possible that if we were distracted, the killer could have slipped in among the girls. Plus, Fuyuhiko was there real early. Like, he was there before me and Kazuichi showed up. So I don't actually know. Probably, I think it's looking like Fuyuhiko, isn't it?
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
Mekumaru, you are priceless.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. Using the staff roll after clearing the games as a reference, to be able to figure out who's who. Oh no! First character player who was able to control was Girl A. True identity of Girl A is probably McCann.
I see! Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
One who said that was Girl B.
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
You sure?
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C, hyper energetic and unique. That was Ibuki Monokuma. Fuyuhiko Mahiru. Ibuki.
I see! Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday. Let's move on to Girl D.
No further questions. Only one person, Mahiru.
I see!
Monokuma is just still there.
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
Guy F, he is Fuyuhiko.
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on! Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Fuyuhiko's last name Kuzuryu appears twice. It's true that I have a hunch, but... to call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name Kuzuryu appears twice, probably because... he had a... little sister.
I can prove it with this! In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch, what the hell did she do to my little sister?
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
Don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. Ah, you dickhead, Nagito. Why are you making me do this? The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's sister is high school girl who died in the beginning.
I see!
The dead high school
Cut
girl
out.
who was the
Cut
first
away.
victim
Really,
in the game.
cut in, I
is
think.
the only person I
Cut
can
in's
think
really
of.
not appropriate.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Okay, so I can tell exactly who we're standing behind right now. It's really funny to me that Nekumaru's lightning eyebrows, you could see them as like a hard shadow behind him.
Yeah, I have a little sister.
Had a little sister.
Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
I don't think whether or not the game is real is actually relevant. Because Monokuma presents it as non-fiction, but Monokuma's a fucking liar. So it just, the
Her
motive...
standard Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off.
Fuyuhiko 100%
It happened just the other day.
that it's non-fiction.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone.
You need to stop, Nagito.
That's why. I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story.
Then girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
What?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but
Is that I don't know the
think she's
reference.
relevant to this case.
I don't get the reference.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Hold on. What the heck is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
This is a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that...
Killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in! Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it! Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Reason Girl E was killed. I should probably assume based on the context of the game. Girl E interfered because Girl E witnessed the murder. Girl E was the killer. Girl E was Fuyuhiko's sister. Girl E was the killer, I think.
I see!
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
School girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko?
Ibuki is
Apparently
fucking
Girl E
frozen.
was
That's
killed
so
to avenge
funny
your little sister.
that they're stuck in their poses.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all.
But...
Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
This is... okay.
Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
Quit waffling.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside?
Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game,
The axe on Terra
we can
Terra
exclude the
with a knife and
possibility of there
fork.
being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake Girlie was the one who was waiting in the hallway as the killer. Why is it asking me to solve a locked room murder? It's the second goddamn trial. I had like 4 chapters for it the first time. Make your argument. Stolen swimsuit, entrance hall photo, broken vase photo, crime. I don't know.
After she killed the first victim in the music room,
Okay.
what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
Window shattering.
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
What did Girlie after the murder in the music room? Let me find a clue and clarify that. I think.
After she killed the first victim in the... What did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl to the front of the music? To go back to the... You need to go through... Plus, at the other 4 girls...
At the entrance, heard the sound of the window shattering.
A vase.
No, that's wrong!
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon.
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit.
Nick, why is with
Which
you?
means I'll
bro?
feel disgusting.
Stop talking about
You're
it.
the disgusting one.
A little, yeah, I'm with you on this one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
The fish tank? The only other thing was the fish tank. As long as we don't make it clear. I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I have liked this tutorial? Stop this. No, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise in non-stop debates. Sometimes white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with the silencer. Unless you completely destroy it, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if difficulty set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. You get the gist, right? It appears the debate is getting tougher, so we've obtained some very useful information. I've heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something, I wonder who it is. Was that a line just now? Well then, good luck and have fun. So hang out with Gundam if you want just a regular silencer. Fish tank.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
You're seriously stupid. Unconventional weapon. Apparently it had appeared in the game, but...
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big.
The investigation.
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains? She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the... What about broken glass?
Stupid
Isn't
as
the cause
usual.
of death a blow to...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Nope.
Damn it! A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Nope.
Damn it! A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Tank.
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Swimsuit?
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conduct.
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on? She beat her to death with her fists!
Unconventional weapon. What the fuck? Like
A
gravel
weapon
in the
inside the music.
swimsuit?
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conduct.
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that.
It was a swimsuit full of gravel. What?
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
A bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
This is getting too
It's not
meta.
a killer. It's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
Okay, I made sure to throw it away.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
Do you? That's
You can?
concerning.
That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Gotta be Guy F. Girlie's killer right now, the only person I can think of is that guy.
I see!
It should have been Guy F.
Bitch, what the hell are you, my sister? I'll never forgive her.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
See, look, Taro, he's got a knife and fork instead of the X. Now, in the game, Mahiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girl E and Mahiru's murder. That was the... metal bat.
I can prove it with this! I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. as proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Oh no!
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Footprints on the beach.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
She started crying. Obviously,
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today?
I don't know.
She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Oh fuck.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
Didn't go to the
I
beach
was
house.
wishing Mr. Ants all day!
Hold on. She said clearly contradicts information I know.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of...
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
No, that's wrong!
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness!
Huh.
Oh.
Not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
Kazuichi was the third person to discover the body.
I see.
Yoko was the
If
second?
you went there during your morning
Someone
walk,
else was
that
there.
doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
Did you not?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Make your argument. Letter on Mahiro.
I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots?
Yoko said she never saw Mahiro, but is that really true?
I did go to the but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Oh, fuck.
Damn it!
I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet at the beach house?
Obviously saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots? I did go to the beach, but only during my morning walk.
No, that's
Oh,
wrong.
that was early. Wow, okay.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
Going to tell you in person, I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. But about what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. Seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It'd be bad if they started to suspect us for no reason. Yoko.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now! I totally saw you!
Yeah, Kazuichi. Yeah, Kazuichi.
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward,
That's a slow-ass
I think
murder.
3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
That's an hour.
You're wrong!
Hang out with Yoko for 30 minutes. Murder
Now that you
Mahiro.
mention it, you also passed by the diner.
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
There's evidence against it too, because that's not the kind of candy she eats. Another place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding. Probably that place, right? Spot selection. Select a suspicious spot. Here! That's new.
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
I mean, yeah, but you still got a mountain of
We have
questions.
presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know,